Hey, this is Brian Hoops, Midwest Market Solutions. This is a look at the WASDE report as it's been released here just a few minutes ago from the USDA. It was bullish for soybeans. It's a little negative for corn, and certainly I thought negative for spring wheat. Now, going forward, it's going to be all about weather, but we'll have to recalculate some balance sheets and do some refiguring in here because USDA did change the quarterly stocks numbers, and that will definitely affect our carrying numbers for soybeans. That takes a little bit of the bullishness away. But corn stocks right in line with guesses, wheat very close to the guess. The real big standout number here is the soybean acres, as they came in at 88.3 million, down from 91 in March and below trade estimates of 90.6. So it's a 2.7 million acre swing and miss from the USDA as far as what they had intended back in March. If we use a 50 bushel average on say 3 million acres, that's 150 million bushel swing. So instead of being close to 300 million carry out, you're looking at 150 million, and that's a much tighter number, assuming good growing conditions through the rest of the year. So there's maybe not a lot of downside risk past, like, say, $14, but we've recommended to have some $15 puts in place when we were up around 15.50, and I think we're going to continue to hold those for a while. This was initially kind of a quick rally in the market. We had resistance coming into the session at 1507.5, and we hit that and backed off of that level. Now, I don't know that we're going to take that out unless the weather next week turns hotter and drier, and there's really good rain showers across a lot of the ice states for next week. Corn pushed to new lows here this morning as acres came in at 89.9 million. That is compared to 89.5 in March, and a little bit, just slightly 100,000 above the trade guess. Stocks came in right in line with estimates, 4.346, so no surprise there. Now, the USDA is going to resurvey planted acres in Minnesota and the Dakotas. That will be released in August. They did estimate that North Dakota acres will be reduced by 1 million for soybean acres, down 1.1 million from last year. That's a pretty significant drop, and we were a little surprised spring wheat acres haven't been dropped more than what we saw compared to what the USDA said. They have spring wheat acres at 11.1 million. That's down just less than 100,000 from March. We've had a lot of talk about concerns about planting in that spring wheat belt. Spring wheat acres 11.1 million, trade estimate was 10.8, so it's a little bearish, and that has pushed corn, spring wheat falling to new lows in here without much way of support. Now, winter wheat is just kind of a follower at this point, with Russia talking about lowering their export taxes today to give them an advantage as far as exports go. They're trying to make wheat as cheap as possible. And there's a lot of talk that they did steal some of this wheat out of the Ukraine. So anything they get out of it may be a profit to them. Overall, all wheat acres 47.1. That's down from 47.3 in March, but right in line with the trade estimates. So report has pretty much been digested by the trade at this point. Again, it's bullish, but only bullish for spring wheat or for soybean acres. And again, weather is going to trump anything here going into next week. The forecasts that we're seeing look very beneficial for crop development. Really needed some rain across Iowa, Illinois, northern Missouri, and that's exactly what the forecast is. We'll see if that plays out as forecast. If not, we could see a pretty big move back up on Tuesday morning, actually, when trade resumes. So it's a full 3-day weekend. No trade Sunday, Monday, or even Monday night. That's a little bit unusual. Have a great rest of the day. If you have questions, contact our offices. A list of them are all available at our website, MidwestMarketSolutions.com.